So, dapper muis, kyk hoe stap ek deur die huis. Dis niks waarvoor ek skrik nie. Ek's 'n dapper muis. Kyk hoe stap ek deur die huis. Dis niks shit waarvoor ek skrik nie. Today, the main reason for this little walk is to test my Jeep boots, which I had bought for a mini fortune and used them once and never again. Why? Because they were too small and my toes hurt. So I made a plan. Cut them this morning with a Stanley blade and a pair of scissors, and effectively turned them into, I suppose, what you could call a pair of Rockies. So that's what we're doing. We're going over the Rockies here. Let me show you my boots that I'm very, very proud of. Yep. Cut all that open at the front there, creating plenty of space. Strategical cut on the side there to give more shock resistance, so it can go over like that. Same for that side, same for this side. Get some good airflow through here. Loose on that side so it can go over there. Loose on this side so it can go over like that if I bend it. Beautiful open, exposing my shoes, nice and cool toes. Very, very professional with a pair of bloody scissors and Stanley blade. Now, the water, I knew the water would be so low here that it wouldn't be necessary to come with water shoes or something. One ought to be able to walk this whole piece without touching water. That's how low it is. But we've got rain coming later, mainly for tomorrow. This is the river. Check here. That little bit of water you hear there is this huge flash flood we had, with tons coming down, washing away this bridge about 100 meters down here and doing plenty of damage further down as well. But I knew I'd be able to walk this today without even touching water. Still nice and open. That, I've said it before, is one good thing that this flood did. It had opened up. My shorts have just torn. My shorts have just torn at the back here. A little bit. So yeah, we get to this pipe. This is pipe number 2 and 3. We've passed number 1, and it is definitely humid today. My DSLR is up to shit, doesn't work, just from a bit of moisture by the looks of things. But it has taken plenty of photos, so I am going to take a photo or two with this little GoPro, which has the nice wide spectrum. Somebody had the responsibility of asking. I'll rephrase. Somebody was responsible enough to ask about Craddock Peak and asked on our local town group, because him and presumably somebody else wants to go and do it. And there were loads of advice, and everybody who advised him obviously had an admiration for the fact that he was responsible enough to first ask. I posted a video or two videos I found on my channel climbing Cradle Peak, and what better idea to show somebody what it's about, huffing and puffing going up, what the terrain's like. Only he will know how fit he is, or they are. Time for climbing down our tricky part. Or do we try, let's try another tricky part where the odds are less that we're going to have to step in water with our Jeep boots. So far they are remarkably comfortable. Yes, we can go down here. We can go down here. Look at this plank. This is like 200 meters down from where it was. So I hope you watched it. It looked like there were a couple of people who actually watched it when you looked at the amount of views on those two videos of Cradle Peak. That, my friends, is your highest peak in this mountain range. I am still on the lookout for two characters living in this mountain, and I want to see if they tidy, and I speak from experience with other people found either by me or by other people living in the mountain and leaving tins and plastic, paper, you name it, metal pieces right there, not even trying to dig a hole to bury it. And these two characters I want to find. I want to see where they are. You see this? This was over the bridge further up, which prevented people from slipping if the wood was wet. Look how far down that is. So anyway, getting back to those videos, yeah, I hope somebody watched it. Or I'll rephrase, I hope anybody who has watched it finds it handy. Whether it inspires them enough to go and do it. If it has inspired, the best is if it's inspired somebody and he goes and does it after inspiration like that. Second best is being inspired, not doing it quite yet, but putting it on your bucket list. That's also alright. And showing people what it's like for those who will never be able to make it up there for whatever reason. Age, physical problems, whatever. Show people what it's like up there. Even though my whole idea when I did it was like with any other video prior to that, right from the start, and that was to inspire myself, remind myself where one has gone. I've only recorded those two out of the times that I walked or climbed, I'd say, not walk, it's a climb up to Cradle Peak, and did it, I think it's 8 times so far. Let's take a photo here. Hear the sound of the rocks. Exodop. That is a song, an Afrikaans song. And Afrikaans is one of our indigenous languages in Afrikaans. Nee, ek maak net 'n grap, mense. Moenie te veel stress nie, hoor. Anybody in English listening to the song who doesn't know Afrikaans could think it's an adult song, perhaps. Ek sit op per muis, kyk hoe stap ek deur die huis. Niks van voor, ek skrik nie. Baboons, I heard baboons yesterday. Where are they? They have very quickly disappeared. Pity, pity. I would have liked to record them today again. Now this is a nice place to test my boots. No, they're not slipping. They're not slipping. They are not slipping. They are great. They are between the least slippiest ones, which were my K-Way, and my Merrills, which are the worst when it comes to slipping. Can you hear the water? Can you hear the little bit of water there? And under the tree we go. Try and avoid stepping in this little bit of water. Ach no man, I can't believe she's almost slipped into the water. Yeah. Sorry about all that shaking. Can you believe we're already out of the forest part? The most spectacular part. Those in favor of me going to do some inspection here, walking down further here, click on like or put your hands up right now. Right now. Do you want me to go down there? I will do it at a stage. And up we go. And odds are I'll record when we are back in the indigenous piece of forest further up there. Would have liked to see a mountain adder or a puff adder, any snake for a change again. Been a while since we've seen a snake, at least about 2 weeks, and this is the time of the year. This is the time of the year. Hot. I noticed. Did I mention earlier that Craddock Peak I did was in February last year? It's the hottest time. Ask anybody here in Gorge. Always your hottest time of the year. Always hotter than mid-summer is December, but your hottest months are January and February in particular. No snakes, no little bushbuck. Let's not be too fussy. We're pretty close to civilization to expect everything. And my test of my boots with its shock absorbance. It doesn't matter what's on top, it's what's at the bottom. Who can remember the old Cremora ad? It's not inside, it's on top. It's not inside, it's on top. Only here it's different. It's not on top, it's at the bottom. It's what at the bottom of your boots that matters to me. Anyway, couldn't do any harm placing this. Click and like, subscribe. Coming weekend, what's the day? Tuesday, so I'm bound to go somewhere again between now and the weekend, depending on if there's opportunities. Maybe create my own opportunity. But this coming weekend we are going to go to, can you remember that place if you've watched it, with the what's a vleermuis in English again? I'll think of it now. There in the tunnel beneath the top railway line where I went to go and see if I can find it myself before any other people go with us. And there's a group of us going, and we'll decide what route we want to take. Either the same route, possibly go up the same route I came down, which is pretty much straightforward, arguably saves time, or one can be different by trying a bit more difficult one, like the one I did take before I familiarized myself more with the terrain in that area. Anyway, that's where we were going, and it is beautiful there. You really, even on a video is still the best way of trying to show what the area is like, but there really is only one way, and that's to experience it yourself. So click and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, by the way. Any regular viewer who's watched this, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy these little clips, and feel free to leave a comment. The more people subscribe, the better the chance of some of your best friends of stumbling upon them. That is also why so many people are encouraged to click on subscribe, and all that means is clicking on that button. And what YouTube will do is to just notify you with a little number on the top right hand side saying Mountain Hiking has uploaded a new video. That's all. People that are not familiar with YouTube may be afraid of the word subscribe and think, oh, it involves filling in a form or something, or same principle as opening a bank account. Not exactly that. You just click on it and YouTube tells you when I've put on a new video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.